Hey, love bugs. I'm at my chat. I'm seeing two people come in. Thanks for stopping by. Let me see what my discussion said it was going to be about today. Oh, y'all, my bad. I know the first one is going to be about sometimes we need to just, that's what it is. Sometimes we need to just survival mode to gain towards salvation, strengthening into our Ascension. Hey, Jennifer, what's up? What's up? Are you on break? Are you on break today? Or are you at off work? And my other one, my fourth one, third one is you got to be ready to trade the old life for your new one, because you definitely deserve it. What's up? Hello, how you doing? What is it? Exxon Night, Vaughn. All set. It's like I'm on break. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you stopping through. It's like being placed in isolation for intense ascension updates. There's different things that's coming on right now. Sometimes we just need to, a lot of times it's hard for us to not place resistance on change. Sometimes we need to allow ourselves to go through those different emotions better, even though it's hard to be able to do that, because right now there's a lot of ascension that's going on, that's taking place. Let me see, because I know I wrote it down where I was sending it to different people that was going through different stuff, and it has been really, 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 really crazy. Where you have maybe have anxiety, paranoia, intrusive thoughts, regret, forgiveness, indecisiveness, projecting, feeling insane, which you are not, body aches, premonitions, deja vu, thinking about someone and then automatically hearing from them, or you actually hearing them. A lot of times we go through that. What is it? There's different times, like, with my gift, I have the gift to be able to speak to people from that has passed on. So a lot of times I may see a picture of them that I've saved, or there's a different one that I've had that I've connected with, and the next thing you know, I'll hear them talking to me, or going through different things, and then a song may come on. I have that like that. It says your third eye activations. Hey, Derek, what's up? What's up? So good to hear from you. Going through psychic abilities, opening up, develop emotional upheaval, and high pitch ringing. I've been going through a lot of that lately. Going through loneliness, extreme exhaustion, insomnia, head pressure, headaches, feelings of disconnect, vivid dreams, appetite changes, emotional release, and teeth sensitivity. And it's like, hey, I'm new at this, but Heyoka sounds yes, it is. It is. I am an INFJ, so yes, it is. It has like, there's a lot of different things for that. When it's like what Heyoka, we have so many abilities. Like, they can't come out all at once because they'll make us go berserk. It's not good to go through like a gift acknowledgement overload. So when we go through our times of change, especially through the atmosphere, there's a lot of different things that take place. Where if we're forgiving, it's like, oh, okay, thank you, you're so welcome. You're going through that. I'm trying to make sure I'm just saying everything so I don't forget, y'all, because it's been a minute since I've done videos as well as chats. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm remembering everything. So yeah, it's like, hey, Annie, hey, it's so good to hear from you. So yeah, you're going through all these different things to where your emotions, and it's just like, sometimes it's just allowing yourself to feel it. It's not easy. It's not something that you can go through, but this is allowing you to see that strength in yourself. Hey, sweetie, I'm wondering if INFJ Heyoka is a synonym of a highly sensitive person. Yeah, it's, oh gosh, yes. Or are they similar? It's like, it goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. I'm gonna call you Vaughn because I want to be set up here saying your whole name, so I'm gonna say Vaughn. Yes, it's pretty much, it's like it goes hand in hand. Like, you can say, okay, I'm an INFJ, and there's a lot of different videos that I cover. Universe wants me to start, stay stuck on that that universe of Heyokas, because there's so many different sides of us that we need to recognize. And there's so many different things that is called for us to bring our attention to. There may be certain things that I'll speak on that you just went through, or is going to lead you towards, a certain familiar experience that you may have a couple of days or further down the line. So yeah, I do stuck on, people have been with me for a while. I talk about different things, Heyokas, INFJ, I did a lot of those, hypersensitive, I did a lot of those as well. Going through different changes, you may be a conduit. There's a lot of us in the tribe that we're, it's like instant shaman. Yes. Laughing monk. Yes, girl. Yes, you have to laugh and keep from crying. Because I'm like, ah! And I have to laugh. I'm like, oh my God, you're going through it. But it's okay. You're going through all these different stages, and it's showing you so much about yourself. This is a new year. And when I say the vibes has been very intense, it has been very intense. He's like, okay, because I identify with a lot of both, but I didn't know if there was any. Yeah, Vaughn, I got a lot of videos that I put out. I don't know if you're familiar with my channel, but I put out so many different videos. And I always tell people to resonate. It's like need to do it. Yeah. I do a lot of different videos. So if you're familiar with my channel, or you're just getting familiar, there's so many different videos you can go through and put that in. What's up, Moonai? Hey, thank you for stopping through. There's so many different videos that you may be able to resonate with that I speak on. So I do talk about that. I tell people, you may have a gift of psychometry. If you've ever been like through a thrift store, to a thrift store or a pawn shop, you can get very uneasy about that. You're like, I'm new, but I'll definitely check it out. Okay. Thank you. What's up? Different things. Like if you have psychometry, I know, found out like probably like 2 years from 2 years from now. 2 years ago, I had the gift of psychometry. It's about like picking up with things. It's like you have a great post. I'm glad you love them, Derek. And anything that speaks to my heart, try to bring a positive out, the aggressive positive, because there's a lot of times I see stuff and it's so funny to me, and it's like, dag, I needed to hear that. But yes, you have plenty. Like, yeah, I know I have plenty. There'll be certain things that I put out and I'm like, tag, I felt that. But then it's just like, sometimes you need to be able to hear that. Sometimes that truth, it scars, but then I bring out the funnies as well, so I put out like about 4 or 5 of them that I can be able to, put up, or, I put down a message on right along with those posts, because it's everything we're going through is a learning experience. Whether you're ending a lot of karmic cycles, maybe you're ending a love life, it hasn't been easy, especially if, you have love there, but then you have to understand, you have to appreciate what you have found out in relationships, whether it's toxic or something, is some kind of blessing, that you have got from those situations in there, so it's just like we're going through intense ascension. So it's like, hey, what's up, Vi? I was wondering if you was gonna stop through, but yeah, y'all, I had to go take on a hiatus, just to be able to get, into my alignment. There'll be some times I'll just step away for a minute, because I need my whole eternal, I had to be heavy on my self-care. Yeah, it's like, yeah, girl, you already know. So it's just like, when I allow myself to really go through those intense changes, sometimes I gotta back up. And I don't want nobody thinking I'm ignoring them or I'm not responding to you right away. And yeah, it's like I saw a video of you in the with the Buddha and Mark Melblet poster behind you. Oh yeah, I love that. This one is my ex. He gave me a new. He's Catholic, so I got that picture, and I always have Buddha. I've actually had it in my other room when I was doing that. So it's like having a t-shirt of a poster of him too. So I find it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got he's like Bob. Oh, okay, you said Bob Marley. Yeah. I do have a Bob. Okay, you must have been talking about a while back, because that Bob Marley picture in my other room, that was back in my smoking day, and I don't go in there no more. So that's like my cat's little dungeon. So I stay in my room, but I put like I have different pictures of my dad that passed away and his t-shirts. And then I have my girl over here, Aaliyah. I have my Unc X, DMX on here. He's one of my guides, and Buddha. And then right at my door, I have the Heyoka. Live, what's his name? Oh my God, Heath Ledger. I'm so sorry. And he's a Heyoka as well. So it's like I got all my guides in my room. So yeah, it's how you rock. Thank you. I said, let me stop doing that. We were like Illuminati. I'm like, no, but it's like rock on, hey. But yeah, I just keep all my guides in here with me, my hope and serenity and stuff like that. So I keep all good around there. Yes, I got Leo right behind me. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's like you can see my Heath Ledger picture over there, and then it's Aaliyah, and then my dad, and all that different stuff. And I got Aaliyah over here too as well. Ooh, that came on. Hold up, y'all. My bad. So yeah, different stuff on there. But yeah, it's just so many different things that's taking place that we're going through. And they're just saying, relationships are, it's just even relationships of all kinds, exclusively with yourself. All it is like rerouting you to yourself about things that you have gone through in your life. You may be having like, I know right now it's like my heart chakra is opening up so wide. I'm like, how my chest hurts, but it means that my heart chakra is opening. You probably feel my vibe. It's like very like, oh, I'm so blessed. I'm glad, that I can feel that way. But yeah, it's like I do meditation. I have Buddha, and I also love Bob. Oh, you said you love Bob Marley. I'm like, I thought you said you saw a picture of me with Bob Marley. I got a picture of Bob Marley, but it's in my other room. So I don't go in there anymore to go do my videos. So, but yeah, right now you're going through a lot of different vibes right now where it's just rerouting you and having that relationship with yourself. So there's a lot of people that may be in isolation, and you going through things that just make your mind, like, I know I've been going through like depression. But it's like, why is that? It's like my throat chakra. No, your throat, everything, all your chakras are coming into alignment. So it's just like if your throat chakra has been really aggravated, like if your throat is sore, it's probably you're going through ascension. But also it's like you need to be honest with yourself, and it's just bringing that out. So it's just like right now I got body aches because I know I've been purging out of a lot and allowing myself to see my different vibes that I got. Like if I speak negative, I'm like, no, you can't be that way. You have to allow yourself to be in that vibe of just, emotional stillness. So, you're just getting through that. It makes a lot. Yeah, it makes sense. Cause it's like right now you're going through it, especially I got like back aches right now. Cause I know I've been doing a lot of workouts lately. So, I know my body is getting hurt. It's being challenged. I'm challenging my body, in different ways. So I know I'm purging out a lot, but I'm also getting back into that active vibe of myself. And I haven't been that active lately. So I'm glad about those different pains that's coming in. At least I can say it's not from depression. It's from me being active, So, and it's just like, good job. Thank you. And girl, we all doing a good job. Even when you feel like you're not doing enough, they tell you not to be hard on yourself. This is that best time because you're going through so many different changes, and they're telling you to be yourself, be gentle with yourself. You're going through a lot of major changes right now. Like, I was just like eating. I was just like, man, I don't even smoke weed anymore. But yet I'm just like, I'm eating like I would do when I was, but it was just like you're purging out a lot. Because I know I had to go online because I shut down like, social media for a day, a few days. And I had to get to myself. And I'm like, why is everything so intense with me right now? Why am I eating? Like, I've been smoking something or whatever. It's like, yeah, yes. I've been doing a lot about that. Like today, I've been cutting up my fruit. I haven't really been eating today as much as I was last few days. So I know it's just like me get my sustenance from from my body to purge off. So I got all this energy and stuff. Yeah, so I quit too. I don't place no judgment on anybody's, poison of choice. I don't feel like weed is a poison, but it's like a lot. I feel a lot of us as empaths, we have gotten a lot of addictions to deal with what we deal with because it's not easy. Even our tribe, they smoke on the peace pipe. So, it ain't too bad, and a lot of us there's a lot of people that are shamans, and that's how they connect. That's how when I first started, doing videos, it's almost close. I can't believe it's almost close to 6 years. Yeah, almost close to 6 years that I've been doing videos. But hey, like I said, Annie, I don't judge. Whatever you do is what you do. It'll come to that point. When you get to that point, like, when is my time I need to stop? That's when it's time for you to stop. When you have to ask that question, when it comes up like, hey, what signs do I look for? That's the major one. I've had too many people call me like, Roz, you used to smoke. You've been honest about that. It's not easy. It's not. I'm still dealing with cigarette issues. Yeah. It's that it depends on the person too. Is that if you're young, you don't feel dependent or addicted. And you can smoke a bit and be wild. You know what? It depends. Yeah. It depends on the person. Cause it's like when I started back, like I'm about to be 45 in like 5 years, 5 more months. So I started back in 2012, like I've done it before, but it's been, it was like something like I didn't feel it like everybody else was, or I wasn't allowed. Like weed was a lot harder. No, cigarettes was a lot harder than weed, because when I first started, it was like right after I found out everything about my life, and it was just like God allowed me to have that because He already know. It was like one of those type of vibes, but it was like I had to get to my higher self. So yeah, it was like when it's like tobacco hella. Oh, okay. I'm seeing your what's the names a lot slower. So I apologize. It's like, yeah, I have plenty to figure out before I focus, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you know what, sis, it is what it is. But there's a lot of different things you have to understand. You've been through a lot, and a lot of times we choose something in a kind of an addiction to allow us to cope with what we got going on. And it's just like with us being who we are, and what we deal with. With me, I had a lot of different things that I had going on in my life, and it was like I was honest with everybody. Yeah, cigarettes is hard. Yeah, if you did, it's like, yeah, cigarettes is hard. Yeah, good if you did. Yeah. It's like I don't smoke anymore, or drink, or drink. Oh yeah, I used to drink too. I used to be that type of person. Like I've been real, with people. I've been addicted to opiates, my antidepressants, my painkillers. And then I used to drink with my painkillers, which was very dangerous, so it was just like I went from that stage, and then I've been smoking. I ain't trying to get copyrighted. No. Yeah, I just had to make sure I am not trying to get copyrighted. Yeah, I had a lot going on. I can really relate. I can really relate. I've gone through a lot of different things in my life, and it was just like I went through that first. With me being who I am and where I represent, I'm always honest about my situation, because there's so many people that are out there that they don't have. Yeah, it's like I feel you guys. I always try to be honest with that. I'm very real about that situation. I used to be on opiates very bad. I got very highly addicted to them because the damage in my life, and then it was just like a lot of depression and a lot of different things I was going through. So I was self-medicating. And then when I moved down here to the South in Georgia, I was dealing with a lot of things when I got around my reflectors. I don't want to say family, but they were my reflectors, my blessings in disguise. Let me just put it that way. God dealt with a lot of different things. And I was like, I was that person that I used to go through 7 to 8 of them a day. And I wasn't talking about the Reggie. Is that it'll go well for you. It is. It's like you come a long way. I'm like, Derek, you know what? I feel like I mean, there's always still room for improvement. Let me put it that way. And just being honest with people. Yeah. I struggle with smoking, herb. I used to drink a lot. I used to pop pills a lot. I'm glad when I came down here. it was so many different things that it's like in the South, where I was in the Midwest, it was easy access. And that was a blessing for me to move here because I didn't have that. There's so many different friends that I've had that overdose on a lot of things. And I could have been right along with them if I would have stayed where I was. That's why it was like, I feel tired and anxious. Girl, we all going through that. That's the reason why you didn't hear from me for a few days. I was going through it. And that's how I am with people. I'm like, I'll tell people, hey, hit me up if you need to. I try my best to help. But if I'm going through that vibe myself, I tell people, right now, I can do more harm than good into you. So let me get right with myself so I can get right with you. Just keep going through it, just allowing yourself to go through it. Because right now, it's getting uncomfortable for a lot of people. Yeah. It's like, yeah, until you see it's too much. Yeah, I think, yeah. And Annie said, hey, Vi. But yeah, you're going through all that. And it was just like, I had to really step back because I was just like, I know there has to be something going on in the universe because it was so many different things. And it wasn't me it was hitting me the way it was. So it was just like a lot of different things that, I was seeing that was going on. And it was just like, it was hitting a lot of people heavy. And that was okay because this is that time where they're telling you, allow yourself to go through it. It's not going to be easy to go through, but this is where your strength is being lied at. This is where your strength is being shown to you. When you're allowing yourself to have those moments when you're anxious, when you're depressed, you're crying like nonstop, you're angry, you're ready to catch a charge for something, back in the day, or something comes up from your past that used to be very triggering to you. And it's not to come up to trigger you. That's what the devil wants to do. Vaughn said, hey, Derek, to go through that because the devil wants you to stay focused on everything that somebody's done, everything that you didn't get, everything that was embarrassing and shameful to you. But God will use those same situations to be able to say, look how far you've come. You no longer need to hold on to this. Allow me to be in your life and help you. Everybody got God into him, but a lot of people don't open that gift up to him. And that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, if you'll feel lost, girl, don't make me cry because I feel it. Don't do that. You're going to find yourself. Anytime you feel lost, when you feel lost, it's rerouting you to find yourself in the clearest point. You just had to go, oh, girl, you making me, I feel your vibes. Let me take a pause for a minute. Okay. When you're going through those moments of feeling lost, you go through different views of yourself, different doors you're opening to find yourself, to see where you're at. Yeah, it's just true. You have no choice. You don't have a choice, but that's when it's telling you to choose yourself. Choose yourself. It's like God has a lot of blessings for you. He do. He surely do. He do. And it's like going through that is it can be very it can be very it can be very heavy. And it's just like right now you may be placed in isolation. Different relationships is ending from a lot of different people. It's just the fact is there's you're going through a new change, so all this has to take place, and it's not easy for you to be able to experience. Yeah, I'm an atheist, but yeah, well, it's like, well, something, yeah, it always does, and it's just like prime example. And as soon as you said that, it made me think about that thing about Travis Scott, not to talk bad about him, but there was a lot of different people that say, I didn't believe in God. And then when they went to that concert, he put God in them because there was so many different things that I was seeing. And I was just like, it made me uncomfortable, but it made me very sad for a lot of different things. Yeah, it's like weird because I don't know how, anymore. Yeah, it's just like I went through that moment. I went through that moment, and this is where it's showing you where your roots of source is through yourself. And there are going to be moments like that's why it was guiding me to read off those different ascension symptoms that a lot of people are going through. Because what you were saying, there was a lot emotional release. You're going through that. A feeling of disconnect, deja vu. Yeah, we need help ourselves. Yeah, this, because it's like the chat support is like, that's why I tell y'all, be open. If you can be open towards it within the chat, it's something special in the universe that you already know. It's something that's brewing up. It feels like when you said that, I see like a pot. If your pot's on the stove and you don't pay attention to it and you got it amped up and it's a whole lot of water. Andy, I'm so used to it now. Y'all know I got typos. I do it too. And it's like the pot is like, especially like I'm a 70s baby. And I know my mom and some of us parents, they still got them pots too, because the Lord, they be holding on to things like roots to hair. But, those pots, they had those little movie things on the top of the lid and it'd be clinking just to let you know, hey, the water's boiling. And that's what it is. And you just feel this, it's just like the top is going. So yeah, but there's like, even Vi was saying it. I'm going through anxiety and depression. You're going through intrusive thoughts, regret, forgiveness, indecisiveness. That's all going right now. And it's going through heavy, but this is like that purge. Like this is that one moment where you have to be able to purge through all of it. And it's going to be very intense, but this is something that's needed, and that's all he'll tell me is all it's needed. And it's going to take towards better. Yeah. It's like with a little, I'm not going to be dealing with you. I'm not going to be dealing with you today. But yeah, this is that thing where it's telling you to be solid on your boundaries. Don't be like with Vi. It's like, it's purging. Purging is like when you going through so much, like you're going to go through anger, depression, you second guessing yourself, you second guessing God, whatever, you're working on, you're probably second guessing that. And it's just like, you're going through that time where you may be on isolation, like you're wanting to talk to somebody and somebody just don't want to talk to you. Or, there'll be different times you may call somebody and they, they answer the phone, or different text messages or stuff like that. Or even if you want to go online and you want to start looking at materialistic things, and all of a sudden your phone go kaput, or the laptop do the same thing. And it's just like, this is that time where God said you trying to allow yourself to place yourself in temporary situations where I'm telling you, this is your time to focus on yourself. You ain't got time. You got to be solid with your boundaries. Because it was just like when I was wanting to talk to her about different situations, it was bringing to me that I needed to connect, but there was something also at that same time. I feel like that a lot of times. Yeah, there's like what I was going through, and it was like with Vi. That's why I had to catch myself, because I tell you, I don't talk about different situations with other people unless I'm with that person. But it's like a lot of times, even when you want to help somebody and they need that help, but that it's like, are you helping yourself at that time? And that was that time where I needed all that attention to myself. So I shut down everything, and it was just like, I didn't want to lie about nothing. I'm like, look, I'm going through some stuff. And I tell y'all real quick, I'm going through some stuff. I don't make announcements. Y'all just know. It's like, hey, Terry, what's up? What's up? But you have to be honest with yourself. Somebody will come up like, hey, I need your help. And you're like, I am so overwhelmed. I cannot help you right now. And this and this and that. And that's telling you not to be angry with that person. But that's showing you that's that example where you need to be able to help yourself at that time. Because a lot of times you can't rely on other people. It's like, yeah, Captain. It was like, okay, makes sense, doesn't it? Stop. Okay. Yeah. But it's just like, just be an example, because there's a lot of times, or you're saying, okay, I need to go ahead and stay focused on myself. And all of a sudden all these calls start coming in, text message. Hey girl, what you doing? Or hey man, what you doing? Or they want to come out, or they want to come visit you and stuff like that. And this is that time the devil going to send them, but God going to send it too. It's like, either you're going to make that choice to deal with them and take yourself away from what I'm trying to tell you to stay focused on, or you going to allow yourself to, hold your boundaries solid and just allow yourself. As soon as I said that, my daggone third eye, it's like you have to be focused on yourself. Sometimes you got to be selfish, and I feel bad about that when I got to be that way. But it's just like, I'll add more worse to your life, man. I said, I'll have you, I'm trying to take you to salvation. I'm going to have your jumping over to a cliff somewhere. I ain't trying to get you there. I ain't trying to get you there. Is that you right about that? You can't wait. Yeah, you can't wait on other people. You can't. You can't, because a lot of times when we do that, we're showing people how we put ourselves last. You have to be your first priority, and with mine, this is like my livelihood. This is what I love to do. I love being able to help people. Janae, I ain't gonna say, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to open my eyes so I can help other people to God to open theirs the same, and do that. So it's at that time where you have to stay focused on yourself. They're telling you to have those boundaries, but then at that time when you have that moment of weakness, God is saying, don't rely on other people, because other people will lead yourself somewhere. Not everybody's genuine into your life. And I'm not saying that about me, but there's a lot of people that are in your life that is not genuine. Yeah, it's like, well, me, I have to force myself to go out. Yeah, it's like Corona quarantine. I'm not dealing with you. He said, that's your calling to help people. Yes, it is. Through my experience, through my platform, is that it's hard for me, but I try my best to think about myself. Yeah, it's like with us is all the time. Empaths see the good in everything, and a lot of times we'll sit up here and throw shades on the caution on everything, and then we trying to wonder why did I sit up here and talk to that person? Why I do this? There was cautions up this whole time. You had to connect with that person, but then for you to rear off and go somewhere else, you need to watch the signs. Like you gotta pay attention. God sends signs all the time. But right now it's telling you to be solid with your boundaries. Even when, I tell people, hey, call me when you go through stuff. And I still mean that wholeheartedly. But there'll be a lot of times where God will be like, no, they need to help them right now, because they're trying to find an external outlet to give them that validation when I'm showing it to them. And that's why a lot of times I can't, access myself with that person, because it's just like, be like, Roslynn, pray for me. I can't pray for you, because something like this in your life that needs for that to come through, because it's something that you did, or there'll be people that do that passive aggressive with me, and then I have to be able to disconnect from them, and it's just like not giving up on people, but everybody got their expiration date, and sometimes people don't. It's just up to that choice. So when you're allowing yourself to see it, yeah, it's a part of our genes. Yeah, it is. And I'm just grateful for everything, but there's a lot of us that's going around and is like very highly anxious through it. And when I say that mess gets uncomfortable, oh my God, it's so uncomfortable. But it's something you have to allow yourself to go through. That's fine, Annie. You have to allow yourself to go through on different stages of that. You're going through anxiousness, and it's just telling you to allow yourself to not resist when anxiousness come up. When you're depressed and you feel like, everything's falling apart because it's coming up. And our purpose, everything, when it's leading you towards that dream, like I was just saying about in that other video, everything is coming up. You're being tested through everything. That's why I be getting on the vibe. I say, girl, you are so powerful. That's the reason why stuff is hitting you like that, because you are so powerful. And I tell her that. And I tell a lot of them, when I start talking to you, a lot of times I can feel the energy when you come through. Because it's like with Vaughn, you feel like you and Moonai, y'all are like freaking monks, like Buddha. Y'all are like, you like that powerful shaman. And you had to learn through your tragedies of whatever you have gone through. And it's just like with Vaughn, I feel like you're like an open book of so many different mishaps, but they became so many blessings. I don't know if you feel it that way or you are starting to see it that way, but it's like a lot of things are starting to come clearer for you. And it's just like with Derek, I don't know, man. He was like with the streets, but it's just like the streets done taught you a lot. It's like, yeah, sometimes you need to get pushed by your own will. Yeah. It's just like I did a video. Yeah, I feel so tired, baby. I know. And that because it's like a lot of it, if you're facing a lot of different things and you're allowing yourself to go on depressing moments in your life and you're allowing yourself to just, vibrate through that, it's going to tire you out, because it's just like, like if certain things, if you got like a phone on your phone, how a lot of times you can leave something running and it's telling you, hey, you need to force it to stop. And that's how we are. Because if we're staying active, like you're purging, you're doing your gratitudes, you're doing your affirmations, you're seeing everything from a clearer eye. I'm saying this taught me and I appreciate what it taught me, but allow myself to release and go about something else. Or if there's certain things I've been holding on to, is showing me where I need to release that. But I used to get to that point where I was so tired because I was so focused on everything that took place in my life, how things kept going wrong, how people kept doing me, or how I kept helping people, how people kept stabbing me in my back. And I got focused on that. And now it's like my phone stopped working recently and I had to go to my laptop. Girl, didn't I tell you before? Your vibes is so intense, it will mess up electronics like crazy. Because right now, even your vibes are very potent. But it's not, it's just the fact is you got so much power. And it's just like that scariness, because this is something, like I told you before, that you have had for so long. And it's like when you're coming into closeness with it, that mess feels so uncomfortable and your anxiety get real high because you don't know how to respond to it. You don't know how to connect with it. That's hard. And it's like, especially with your age, I'm not used to, because it's brand new with me, with you. Yeah, it's like, I'm sure. And I told because when I'm seeing you, when I tell you my energy is really connecting with y'all's, and it's like I can see different, like, when I focus on that one person, I'm starting to see their life a lot. In that there's certain things I don't say because it's not meant for me to, especially if it's on one-on-one, we can talk about it all day. But if I'm on a public platform, I just don't do that. I have respect for being able to like shh on certain things. Yeah. It's like, it's time to sleep. I'm late. It's like, okay, it's good to hear from you. And thank you for stopping through. Hopefully be able to check out some more videos and make sure you stay subscribed so you know when I'm going to do chats. Because I try to do them every few days, but it's been crazy. So I try to get to them. But thank you for stopping through though. But yeah. It's just like when I saw Derek, I was like, man, the streets don't taught you a lot. It's like showed me a lot. That's why I was like, there's so many different things that what I will speak on, that you have gone through a lot. And it taught you a lot about yourself. It taught you a lot about people. But they tell me not to close off so much, because a lot of times when we have gotten hurt, we'll keep people from a distance. And there are certain people, it'll be like, it needs to be kept from a distance, but sometimes you need to open up a little bit too, so you can be able to learn from you. Because it's just like with you, and I'm trying to see I'm trying to see the best word to come up with it, because it's just like, it's like it's like a kind of like a traveling salesman, but it's not a travel. It's just like you got something to offer. It's like not that you're getting currency. Your currency is like for change. You know what I mean? It's like your currency is changed. You're a walking, salesman. You have so many things to offer just from the experience that you've been taught. And it's like a lot of times your energy is like, yeah, I cut off a lot of people. I don't talk to none of my family. I don't talk to none of them. I don't talk to any. There are certain ones that I'm just now starting to get back in connection with, because that we needed to branch off so we can come back. But I speak to a lot of my family that passed over. And so we stayed with that. But it's just I don't talk to any family at all. And it's sad to say, but it is what it is. It's meant for that. I was just thinking about a video. I was like, Dag, I was supposed to share that today that I saw. A lot of times you're taken out of your family because you were presented for more. It's like, is that why a lot of people prefer living in solitude? Yeah. It's just like you're a lot happier to yourself, but a lot of times we've been burnt so many times by so many different people in so many different situations. It's hard for you to let people in. It's like family in a way, but it's just like, I don't know if you've seen my story on what I shared into my life about what I went through. And it brought out so much into my life where, when I say it cut like a knife, like it severed me in so many different ways. How I told you I met recently. Yeah, I can't say here. Yeah. But that's the communication isolation. So yeah, we'll speak to that. Because it's telling me not to speak on that here. I can't reply to it here. But I get you. I understand. But yeah, but it's just like with you, right? Oh my God, it is. Because it's like, I noticed, like, I see you passing by a lot of different things in your house, and they start going on the fritz. Now, I guarantee you, it ain't just your phone that fell through in the house. Because I feel like yours your energy is like really dragging from it. Like, I feel like you're purging out, but you're also taking a lot in. And it's like, if you keep focusing on what I told you not to focus on, it's going to keep you in that vulnerable but low vibrational state. So, but also your power is coming in because it's trying to tap. Because I keep seeing it like tapping on a window behind you. And it's like, hey, I'm here. You know, I'm trying to help you. Because a lot of things, they wouldn't allow me to help you. You had to be able to help yourself on that. So it wasn't like I wanted to tell you that, but it was just like, okay, there are certain things that comes in you can't help her with. There are certain things you have to be able to, you know, go on your own and be able to do that. Because a lot of times we go in that panic mode and it's like, I need this person to tell me, I need this person to tell me. But then it's like the answers are all right there. And we don't allow ourselves to do it. I've done it many times. And, you know, and going, so you're going through all these changes. It's like everybody's getting hit and you're going through this solitude, but it's that time where it's telling you to get into that, you know, because it's like electrical. Yes. Because it's like my phone, like my computer, when I started doing my videos, when I say it was on the fritz, because of my energy, it was on the fritz because of my energy. And it was just like, yeah, it's like causing less problems. Yeah. Complications. Yes. But yeah, right now your energy is like so crazy. You probably have to restart your phone a lot. Like Vi said, my phone done went kaput. Yes, I see it. And it's just like a lot of, and plus you have to understand this is Mercury retrograde. It's going to be like that. You know, and then on top of that, with your energy, that's just like a time bomb, and you the fire, and around your energy is like, you know, electrical current, that all that together can end up having a tannin bomb, Mazel Tov cocktail. Not really something that is like, it's gonna be like that. So yeah, it's just like so many different things that are going right now. You're probably, like I said, a lot of us is in solitude right now, where I know it was like, there was so many different people that was reaching out to me and that I needed to help, but I felt so peaceful in that, because a lot of times I get a lot more peace when I'm helping people, but that was that time where you have to find peace within yourself right now. So there's a lot of people, if you've been feeling peaceful by being alone, or even when people done took out your life, just went straight, you know, left. You see, I'm pointing right, but I said left. You know, it went totally the other way. This is that time where there's an empath change. There's a currency change. You're going through that. So there's a lot of things leaving your life for you to have something else step in, whatever that should be. It could be just, you know, you finding your new vibe of yourself, or more clarity is coming in. You're starting to understand the reason why things went the way they did. And you're having those epiphanies, you know, a little nostalgia may come in, you know, at the same time. But yeah, it's just like, I know I've been wanting to, what was it? Resistant. Thank you for your good words. And I feel a lot better. I'm glad I could do that. You make me feel better. I'm glad I can do that. I'm glad I can. But yeah, you know, we're all going through that, where, you know, is allowing you to don't resist anything. You know, if that anxiety is coming in, it is because there's certain things that we're not willing to accept about our lives. There's a lot of acceptance that needs to come in. Self-care, you know, being able to not, you know, because a lot of times we can look in the mirror and we'll see so much negative about ourselves, you know. There'll be different times. It's just like, because I went through so many changes and I started pointing out everything I didn't like about myself. And it taught me, like, girl, you done been through a lot. It was like, what you went through, it could have been a lot worse. Love who you are at this point in time. You know, congratulate yourself. Even when you feel like your life is just going to shambles, appreciate who you are at that moment, because it took you a lot. Because a lot of times we don't realize, it is. And I mean, because there'll be times that even when I listen to meditations, and I'm listening to meditations, all of a sudden I'll start having outbursts of tears, because I allowed myself, instead of being in resistance, I allowed myself to be accepted. Even if things is like, if you got to accept somebody's negative, you have to accept that person is just like that, you know. But, you know, also allowing yourself to keep order. in your life, what's important, what's relevant, what's not relevant, what's no longer serving you, and is putting you down that baseline where you're going through those, and it's allowing you through the self-check through that change you're going through at that point right now. So a lot of that change is going through into your life. I know there's a lot of things where you feel disconnected from yourself because there's a lot of things that's parting ways with you that you want close to. I feel that, there's a lot of disconnection coming in because there are certain things that you're not supposed to connect with anymore. Like with Annie, because, I had to catch myself. I felt myself going through emotions. You feel lost is because it's guiding you towards your life. Because a lot of things you have gone through in your life, Annie, me and you talk. So we already know we here. So it's like a lot of things you have gone through in your life. You had to find yourself through those tragedies. You had to find yourself through those setbacks, those failures, those mistakes, those burdens. And they want you to be able to appreciate all those different things that has taken place, and be able to show gratitude to it, even the things that really broke you. And I think, Muna, me and you've talked, and I feel like you're starting to get to that point. If you feel like you're second guessing it, you're there. So there's telling whatever you're second guessing right now, they're saying don't do that. And I'm y'all about to get me there. There's a lot of different things that's coming in for a doubt. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there's a lot of different things right now that may be getting your emotions up, but it's telling me to tell you they're nothing to worry about. Whatever you've been going through at this point in time is taking you further than you imagine. And I'm trying not to cry when I say it, because I know there's a lot of heaviness that's going on with a lot of us right now, to where you're getting to that turning point and it's saying there's no worry, you're there. Whatever you've been backpedaling to, you're there. Is that when you stop doing the things that you used to do, all things start happening. Derek, don't make me cry, damn it. It's like, don't do it. That's how I'm not trying to cry today. But it'll be good tears. But it's just like, and I feel it, and it's not my emotion. It's my emotions, but it's a lot heavier with a lot of other people right now that may be going through something like, should I be doing this? Or am I doing enough? Just keep going. Just keep going. That's what, girl, don't make me. You're there. And it's telling you don't fear it. It's something foreign to you. Yeah, thank you, Derek. And I'm trying not to cry because, I feel a lot of y'all, as well as myself. We've been going through a lot of changes, and it's not easy to be who we are within our spirit. You're a very caring person, but a lot of that has been casted around the mishaps that's happened into your life. Different things that's been done to you. And, Derek, I feel you like really tense, but I'm not going to discuss that right now. But it's like, I don't have fear, even though I'm scared. Yeah, that you're in a foreign frequency vibe. That's what it is. But there's a lot of emotions coming up, and it's not like sad, but it's like very intense. That's why I'm like, I am not trying to cry today. I ain't been on one of that moments in a long time when it came to chats. It's hard, sweetie. It is. It really is. And it's not easy to go through what we go through. But that's what makes us who we are. That's how it's very valuable right now. That's why so many things is going against you because of that. Yeah, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Girl, I'm sending you a hug right now. It's like, don't do it. It's going to be okay. But, God, dog, y'all got me in my feels right now. Damn it. I hate being that way. But, it's a lot of you are valued, even though you may not feel that way with whatever your circumstances are, but you are very valued into the world. You are so welcome, sweetie. I'm sending you a hug and I'm giving you a kiss on your forehead. I was okay. But, there's, I feel all y'all's energy, and I know it's like we're all linking up, and I keep seeing the, like the all-seeing eye. Like, yeah, it's like, as long as you have faith. Yeah, it is. You're welcome, sweetie. That's on you. Stop playing safe. You know, get out of that survival mode. You're not here to exist. You're here to experience. You know, we've been in that. You know, I've been in that where I played safe. I played small. You know, I stayed silent. This is that thing out, and it's telling you need to stop playing silent. This is that time where they're pushing. You know, they're really pushing, and and it's just telling you, you know, this is your salvation. This is your remedy to remedy. You know, what is it? Redemption. This is your remedy to redemption. You know, you're going through this, and redemption. Okay, sorry, y'all. It's like, didn't tell me to write that down. I gotta write it down. Yeah, you're going through many different things, and you're going through these changes. And like I said, it is not comfortable. They say stop playing small. You know, you ain't here to play small. You ain't even small. Even when you feel like you got to be that mouse. No, this is that time. You know, you got to be the lion. You know, this is your proud land. This is what you're doing. Everything you feel disconnected from because it's not a part of you anymore. You know, they say get out that survival mode. You know, they don't play safe. This is where it's time for you to be risky. You know, not be risky by, you know, because there was a lot of, I used to be risky with my life where I put myself in a lot of situations where I could have been taken out easily. You know, I've been there, you know, and it's just like so bad for you, but some kind of change, you know, detoured you from that. They're telling you appreciate that, you know, and what else is they telling me to tell you? You know, you're going through all these different changes, you know, and allowing yourself to appreciate every part of yourself, every change of event, every level you are, whatever mood you're in. You know, when you finally get out of that depression stage, even if it's for an hour, congratulate that, you know, and you may go right back into it because you're going through these changes, because it can be very back and forth. Hey, Jackson, what's up? What's up? I'm surprised Val ain't in here. I know he was like, damn it, you know, I had a chat. It's good to see you, Jackson. But yeah, you're going through these different changes, and it's telling you to get out that norm. You know, get out your that sequence. Yeah, it's like not much hanging out. No, it ain't. Yeah, I've been incognito, you know, for a minute. I had to be that way for a minute for myself. But yeah, you're going through all these changes, and it's not easy. It's really not. I'm gonna stay on here for 10 more minutes, and I gotta recharge, and then I'm gonna be hitting you up in a minute. But going through all these different changes, like I said, it has not been easy for none of us. And they want you to be able to congratulate yourself. Even if you're going through back and forth changes, that means you're going through a lot of changes. They keep on saying highlight changes. So it's gonna be different times. You're welcome, baby. Different times where you're going through different stages, and it can be feel like you're resisting everything, and there may be that open window is going to show you so much clarity, like this is why you're going through it, this is why this happened, this is why this is currently taking place, and this is what you're going to overcome, and this is what where you're working on. And that's where they're telling you, don't stay focused on something that you already know that it already unclosed that door. Stop trying to hold your foot in the door. I know there's a lot of us that probably still, that door closed and you trying to pry it back open. No, leave that door the hell alone. Just leave it alone. Just keep it moving, and just allow yourself to go. But you're going through all these different changes that's taking place. And it's just like, allow yourself to go through that. Don't resist it. Even though it's hard to do that, a lot of times you got to hold faith in God and within yourself. And, because there's a lot of things we try to do on our own. And that's where we mess up at. We do a lot on our own when they're telling us we don't have to. We just made that choice to, and there's a lot of times we mess up just by the choices we make. But it's okay. Those choices we make also have consequences and repercussions, but they're also heavy in the lesson that you had to learn from those choices. And it's okay. It's like next time when it come around, if I got to do that, I'm gonna appreciate what happened. Now it's just like if it comes around again, You is great. Bless everyone. It's live on chat. Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. And same to you. Derek, you need to hit me up on one-on-one because there's something that keep telling me I gotta talk to you on the side. So if you have like IG and stuff like that, or you got my email, everything is in the description box because there's something that's telling me I have to talk to you one-on-one. And Jackson, I'm already locked and loaded into you, and there are certain things I gotta talk to you about. Not directly today, but I know there are certain things that I gotta that I'm led to tell you as well. So, but yeah, there's just a lot of different things that's taking place, y'all. That okay, I'm glad. Good deal. But yeah, because there's so many different things, but they're telling me, don't talk about it right here. So that's why I was just like, that made me stop talking about that with you. So they were like, no, you need to talk to him, but not right here. But there's so many different things that they're telling you. Everything, you are a teacher and you're being taught, you know, because it's just like, I know there's probably a lot of people that are seeing that book. It's like an open book, and the pages keep turning and it keep going this way and it keeps turning. Minute by and on a different time. Vi, I'm gonna hit you up in a minute, baby. I was like my empath overload. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and make this a close. It's like, oh, I hate being when the thing buffers out. Yeah, I know it does that. What's the meaning of that? Because it's like a lot is coming in, a lot of insight and stuff is coming in, and then it's just like everybody else's energy is very intense, and with us all being connected like that, it's just like it got very potent. That's why I was like, I was getting emotional too. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram. That's fine. Yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, just give me a minute so I can just, recharge up so I can make sure I'm good. So just give me a few minutes and I'm gonna hit you up. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much for coming in. I may have it tomorrow or two. I don't know. I'll put a post up if I do or not. And I'll wake up tomorrow if you come in. Thank you so much for stopping through. I appreciate it. And much love to y'all. And I will talk to y'all much later. Much love. Peace. Take care. You too. Love y'all. Bye.